Hello everybody, it's Alison from Engli-teach and welcome to your English lesson. And today we're going to be learning a little bit more about the passive voice. This is something you have all been asking me for, so voila, here it is. So let's dive straight in by answering the crucial question, how to make the passive voice passive. And here is the answer. Quite simply, to make English or put English into the passive voice, you put the verb into whatever tense you are using and then you add the past participle. Don't worry, let's have a look at some examples. Oh, and just in case you forgot, the past participle is when we put the ed onto the end of the verb. An example, work becomes worked, play becomes played, and stay becomes stayed. So these are just a few examples, but there are many more. Okay, so let's get back into creating some more examples of the passive voice. So before we get into looking at some real examples of the passive voice, we're going to look at the same sentence in the active voice. So we're going to use the present simple tense to start with, and an active sentence would be, I make a cake. I make a cake. In fact, that needs a little full stop on the end. There we go. I make a cake. So here we have the person doing the action, I, before the verb, okay, in an active sentence. Now let's look at it, the same sentence or same of sentence using the passive voice. A cake is made by me. Okay, so now let's have a little look at the passive voice. A cake is made by me. Here you can see that the person doing the action, me, comes after the verb, not before it. Now let's have a look at the same formulation or the same structure, but using a different tense. Okay, so here we're going to be looking at the present continuous tense. And an active sentence is, I am making a cake. I am making a cake. And notice just as in the other active sentence, the person doing the action is used to start the sentence. I am making a cake. Okay, now let's look at the passive voice. A cake is being the end. The cake is past simple tense. Past simple, I made a cake. I made a cake. The action has been, and now it's in the past. Okay, and now let's have a little look here. Put into the passive voice. A cake was made by me. Again, we've got the noun, the cake, right at the start and the person doing the action right at the end. But what is important here is the verbs that we're using. When we're using the passive voice, we are using the verb to be. So a cake is made by me. A cake is being made by me. A cake was made by me. I hope that helps, and don't forget you can learn even more over at our website, Engli-teach.com. I bet you didn't know you would learn all of that in 5 short minutes. See you again soon.